Hey everyone, you are listening to Narayan Jha. In this podcast, I am going to talk about my book Reinvent Yourself, which is all about learning the fundamentals of living a happy life with nothing. Basically, in this book, I have talked about the finance, goals, achievements, motivation, failures, and a lot of cool things. If you haven't gone through my book Reinvent Yourself, the episode for this podcast is specially for you. So without wasting time, let's get started with the episode. In this episode, let's talk about chapter 20. Its title is Proactiveness Planning and Decisioning. Proactive planning and decisioning are important skills in our life, especially if you are planning to target some of your important aims. This kind of mindset always gives you the ability to predict the steps which would be required to get the urgent things of future. While planning proactively, we also try to find out the unknowns or risk in the present scenario which can be avoided or mitigated in the future. Once you start planning proactively, it helps you to take better decisions that can give you the more probability to win any kind of situation. In other words, the accuracy to perform any action or taking any decision increases. All the rich people who are on a higher rank or someone who have achieved something in their life use the proactive way of planning and decision to perform any kind of action. In earlier days, I used to spend 80% of the time for planning, but at the time of execution, a lot of unknown used to come, which becomes the reason for my failure. Being proactive works really well, but only when you are aware of the real facts, not any kind of imaginary thing. If you are not experienced in that scenario, always go with the execution-driven approach to try to find an efficient solution. Being proactive generally works really better if you are already experienced with those scenarios. In short, those people who are proactive decision maker are presumed to be actively engaged in the continuous process of decision making. Hence, such individuals should be able to plan their decision in a relatively broad context, which is conducive to ensuring that they are sort out problems and make correct decisions. If you are an active in thinking or execution rather than passive in the ground of work, you are on a right track for a proactive decision maker and planning the next track. Being willing to take action when a problem or issue presents itself is a part of proactive behavior. Proactive decision making requires that you look forward future outcomes that may result from your action and that you are aware of helpful resources and know how to use them to help you succeed. Let's understand this by an example. Think of a company for which you are trying to do proactive planning, and according to that, how decisions are made. Identify the situation or issue or a problem that has to be resolved. Collect knowledge on the issue that will support your decision making. Find out what difficulties are the real root cause, such as poor customer service or a product which are causing a decline in sales, because you are putting up the effort to pinpoint the issue that needs to be resolved. This is proactiveness. This even requires great courage. Create a variety of solutions to the issue by brainstorming. If low sales are the problem, start attentively monitoring your staff to assess their customer service abilities. Mentor them as necessary, or revamp some of your weaker product lines. List the advantages and disadvantages of each option. One drawback is that it requires time away from your other obligations to closely watch your personnel. Helping the staff member deliver better customer service is advantageous, though it may boost sales and customer satisfaction. Determine how effectively the solution will function if you will supply them using the list of advantages and disadvantages. To solve the issue, select one or more logical solutions. Pick the option with the biggest benefits. put the suggestion into action, and evaluate the results. Monitoring is essential so that you can adjust as per the requirement. As necessary, modify the solutions or how they are put into action. Try a new strategy. For instance, if you discover that keeping an eye on the staff during customer interaction is ineffective since they work better when they observe directly. Obtain client feedback from arbitrary transactions. After the sale, get in touch with a selected group of consumers by phone or email and ask them a brief series of questions to find out how they feel about the level of customer care they received. In this way, when you will get feedback from the customers, this will become the real facts and knowledge base for yourself. And you can use this knowledge to tweak your logical model. This may require a lot of courage and patience depending on your needs, but this will give you the best probability to win any kind of situation. I'm hoping you really enjoyed this episode. If so, please don't forget to review on your social media. I'll meet you in the next episode. Till then, goodbye.